Warm welcome. You're watching India Today. To the point, I'm Preeti Chaudhary. We might have the set of the Vidhan Sabha at the back with Bihar elections, but our top focus right now would be Delhi. There is clearly a plot to cause multiple Delhi blasts foiled. We're going to cut across to the headlines right now. All in Delhi suburb, ammunition, bomb-making material seized, batteries, ammonium nitrate recovered, 300 kgs explosives recovered, enough explosives to blow up Delhi markets. Heads roll after India Today exposed Bangalore jail jalsa. Jail superintendent dismissed team of cops appointed to probe jail party videos. After bumper voting in phase 1 of the Bihar polls, the state all set for phase 2 tomorrow. Toxic air grips the capital as froth returns to the Yamuna. Delhi Environment Minister rubbishes opposition's charge of fudging pollution data. Bollywood veteran Dharmendra admitted to Mumbai's Breach Candy Hospital. His team says the actor is recovering and there is nothing to worry.
We're only asking for a clean environment, clean air to breathe. सबके घरों में लोग बीमार हैं, लोग डिटेन कर रहे हैं. शर्म करो, शर्म करो, शर्म करो, शर्म करो. नहीं सहेंगे अपनी बात. हम लोग जवान तो नहीं सहेंगे. नहीं सहेंगे, नहीं सहेंगे. पोल्यूशन का जवाब.
What happened in the national capital yesterday was rather Orwellian in nature. Protesters protesting the terrible air that their families, that their children are breathing in the national capital with completely apathetic governance. Government after government changes, but nothing quite happens on ground. What really happened to the protesters who'd gathered at India Gate to register that protest? They were detained. Here's more. Fair amount of politics at the back of it.
Delhi's air quality remains in the very poor category. Thick smog, toxic foam on the Yamuna, and yet the Commission for Air Quality Management has decided not to invoke GRAP 3 restrictions just yet.
All this AQI business is fudged, and there is so much of fudging that everybody in the city is coughing, everybody is sneezing, you have, eyes which are burning. But the environment minister comes every day on the television and says, look, we have reduced AQI.
The BJP has hit back hard, accusing the Aam Aadmi Party government of inaction during its decade in power.
आम आदमी पार्टी जो प्रोटेस्ट कर रही है 10 साल की वही तो गंदगी देके गए हैं. पिछले साल 500 AQI था, 1000 AQI टच कर गया था. तो जो 10 साल की बीमारी हमें देके गए और हर साल AQI बढ़ता रहा, हर साल गंदी हवा और बढ़ी.
Lok Sabha LOP Rahul Gandhi waded into the issue. Taking it to social media, he said that the right to clean air is a basic human right. An environmental crisis has now become a political battlefield, with both parties trading accusations, while Delhi's residents continue to choke. With Delhi's air turning toxic and tempers rising, the political storm shows no sign of clearing. For now, Delhi continues to breathe politics more than clean air. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, my colleague Shreya Chatterjee joins us for more this evening. Shreya, the AQI index, where the national capital is concerned, terrible still. The politics, of course, is peaking. What more can you add? In the entire blowout between the Aam Aadmi Party, who today is the opposition, against the incumbent of the BJP, the collateral continue to be the people?
Well, absolutely, Preeti. Irrespective of what the politics is playing out so far as the AQI of the national capital is concerned, it's the people of the NCR region who are left in lurch. Where I'm standing right now in West Delhi, the AQI currently outside is 367, which is very poor. Almost all stations since late last night till the morning clocks over 400. So clearly the air is unbreathable for all life forms. And if you see the air quality in the morning early around 6 a.m. when vehicular emission is lower, even then it is in severe category across Delhi. Central and North Delhi appears to be more hit in most of the times, along with the periphery areas of the national capital, which is the Bhavana, Alipur and all these regions. So all residential areas are not livable. And clearly people are out there to protest yesterday. They were detained as well. But party A or party B, we can always say, Preeti, that people in the national capital, they have been failed irrespective, and there's been no solution on the ground. Even now when we talk, GRAP 3 is not being implemented, saying that the conditions are not that bad. But ask us, it is really difficult to breathe.
Shreya, an all-out open war between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP. The BJP government now being charged by the opposition of fudging AQI data. What's the response on that?
Well, this primarily began when we saw Aam Aadmi Party releasing those videos of air sprinklers being used in and around the AQI monitoring stations. Apart from that, because of the night of Delhi, multiple stations went blank. They did not give the data. The PM 2.5 data was not there. The PM 10 data was not there. Those were the allegations Aam Aadmi Party leveled. Most of them were also found true on the ground, with several journalists doing fact checks. But the BJP suggests that year on year, the Aam Aadmi Party has failed. It is their job that has accumulated so much that it will take some time for the BJP to also address the issue at hand. But as I said earlier, irrespective of whether it's the Aam Aadmi Party or the BJP, the people of the national capital are left with no solution. Because of the kind of air we are right now living in. It is an emergency, and we only hope that the parties over here take it seriously and actually formulate a policy that can help us breathe better.
Shreya, yesterday there were lots of families that went in to register a protest of the terrible AQI index where the city of Delhi is concerned. Many of them were actually detained. You've been reporting through the course. Have you been able to speak to them? Because one really, the irony lies in the fact that you go out to protest the air quality and you are detained by the government. Has the government answered any questions on why instructions were given to the police to actually detain protesters?
Well, this entire protest took in the national capital region, which is the New Delhi district, and we did reach out to the New Delhi district police, and they categorically said that because India Gate is not a designated place to protest, we already have a designated place in Jantar Mantar. That is the reason we cannot allow protesters. So those were the reasons, the legal reasons that were used to not allow people to protest. Despite that, Preeti, everyone who were there on the ground, we saw that protesters continued despite police objecting, and people did turn up in huge numbers because this is definitely an emergency. And ask everyone who's working outside, everyone who doesn't have an air purifier at home, this is a very serious situation and definitely it needs to be addressed. But so far as why the protesters were detained, the DCP-ND said that it is because it wasn't a designated place to protest is why the protesters were picked up yesterday.
All right, Shreya, just stay on with me. I just want to take our viewers through the visuals that were recorded yesterday. The AQI index, where the capital of the country is concerned, is abysmal. Lots of charges right now flying thick and fast that the government is fudging the AQI data. These charges have been leveled right since Diwali, and post-Diwali, we've seen a steady rise in the AQI index of the city. Shreya continues to be with me. Shreya, if you cut across, and we're going to try and put the figures pan-Delhi, things are not abating in terms of the AQI quality. What is the government saying in terms of why is GRAP 3 measures not kicking in as yet? All right, we don't seem to have Shreya Chatterjee with us. We're going to try and connect to her in a short while from now. We're going to try and get to our guests as well. But let's quickly move on in the bulletin, getting our viewers the latest. All right, more news break coming in right on top. After DMK TMC move the Supreme Court against SIR in West Bengal, the Supreme Court to hear the matter tomorrow. That's the latest news break that we are getting in. Bench led by Justice Surya Kant to hear the matter. This is after the Election Commission had announced a pan-India SIR, which will roll and at the back of that, DMK, TMC from Tamil Nadu as well as West Bengal, two states going into elections early next year, had moved the Supreme Court against SIR in West Bengal. The matter now will be heard tomorrow by the top court of the country. The bench will be led by Justice Surya Kant to hear the matter. All of this in the backdrop of the controversy of the SIR, Special Intensive Role Revision, that had taken place in Bihar. The Election Commission subsequently after that announced that there will be a rollout of a pan-India SIR. Assam not included because Assam is the first state to go into elections, but West Bengal and Tamil Nadu would be included, and there was a fair amount of controversy at the back of that, with both the West Bengal government as well as Tamil Nadu coming outrightly and rejecting the exercise. You have Mamata Banerjee, who's actually gone on record to state that the SIR is a super emergency imposed with the collusion of the Election Commission of India as well as the incumbent government. But the latest that we are getting in after DMK, TMC has now moved the top court against SIR in West Bengal. We'll hear matters tomorrow. The bench led by Justice Surya Kant will hear the matter.